Welcome to Excellence in Excel. This is part 9 of the Excel challenge for the tariff calculator for Hong Kong packages. So you can see here and in this video we're going to focus on the next part of our formula. What we want to do now is, let me show you exactly. What we want to add up is a specific rate if a customer is staying longer than 4 days, 3 nights. So what happened is, if the customer extends to 5 days, 4 nights, then this rate does not apply anymore. What happened is, one additional day will be charged additionally. So let me show you exactly here how it's going. So you can see right now we have our rate for 3 days and 2 nights and 4 days and 3 nights. And this is only for the Hong Kong standard package, the free and easy. And we still have to do later on these two here. However, right now we just focus on this. However, if there is an extension, in that case, for this hotel, the extra night will be for a twin or triple room, meaning this is the rate per person per night. And this is based on a twin room. So that's what we're using all the time right now. So if it's doing this month or this period, $33 only. During the second bracket, it is $46, and if it's on the third bracket, it will go down again back to $33. So how can we add up this? Because this is important, that this will be a cost additional per night per person. While these here, you can see the rates here are fixed for 3 days, 2 nights per person. And this one is 4 days, 3 nights. So what happened basically is, the moment they do 5 days, 4 nights, so they surpasses this package here. However, they will get this rate plus an additional $33 per person. So if there's 2 people, it's times 2 times 2. And it's very simple. So we need to add up, but we need to make sure that Excel is smart enough to understand and analyze that this is that there is an additional day or longer. Imagine someone wants to stay 10 days, so it's times 10 this rate, or at least, well, it's minus 4, and then the remaining is $33. So that's what we need to solve. So to do that, we're going to start very simple. We're going to start with the basics, and then we say here what we call our rate extra night. So I'll call this rates, then X night. Alright, so we have this one. I'm just using these shortcuts here, putting it here. These are all together. Alright, so we have here almost a similar, because these are just the same days. So I'm going to just copy this and just paste in here, and then I'll just ignore all these messages here. Just select that. Can we show? Yes. Alright. And I'll just make this smaller so it's easier to see what fit on the screen. And here we had very simple, $33, and what was this? I think 46 if I'm not mistaken. 46. Alright. Enter. So now we have this, and now what we need to do is we need to make sure that we can put it in here. So we say here extra night, or if you don't want to even put it in here, we can even use a VLOOKUP depending on our situation, what we have. However, for more clearer situation, I like to first make it visually, and later on we can always fine tune and remove items and make it shorter. Most important thing with Excel or with anything else basically is, you can first do the long way, and once you understand the long way, you can start make it more efficient as you go. So that's what we're going to do as well. So we say here extra night rates, and I will just give this also a nice color. Double click on this. Alright, so this works. So now what we need to do is we just use the VLOOKUP, and then we say select this is our lookup value, and we get it in this table array, comma, the second column index. Range lookup, yes. Close. Let's freeze the cells so they will be in absolute reference and they're locked into place. That works. And now I just say I will just give, I will select this one and then I just give it a paint design of dollars and then double click. You can see it will just continue here automatically, and you can see now it's thing. So what is important now? This is really important, that the extra night, we need to be able to calculate these extra nights correctly. Because the moment the customer would hit a different night, for example, they will be staying, let's see if we can find that. You can see here our next bracket. So what happens with this is that if the customer still travels in this one here, that's fine. So it will not increase the rate to this, but it will increase with this rate here. So that's what we're going to do. So that's the formula, and that's what we're going to calculate here now as well. So what we need here is now, what happens if we do here, let's say 20. Alright, so right now, because we use a second, like an if statement here, and this if statement is not 100% correct because we need a double if statement. And that if statement is just based on whatever the value is. Because what we're working on is if it's this and then it says else shows that, but that's not the case. We need to have if and then another if nested in. However, I don't want to spend too much time on that yet. I want to solve this issue here. So we have this here, and then we see here something else, and then let's see where's the value. How many days are we having here? So we're getting the package B6 based on the how many nights. So how many nights do we have here? So you see here B, this, it will understand that. And then let's see how it goes. So what do we need to do exactly? Because I just paused the video and I realized that it is not clever right now to adjust it on the VLOOKUP. What we really want to do is first, we want to make sure that we can understand that this is a package that is surpassing the 4 days or the 5. Well, you can see how many nights. In this case, if it's 5 nights, it is a larger amount, because if the moment we hit 3 nights, remember it's 4 days, 3 nights. So if we hit more than 3 nights, from that moment on, we need to calculate the extra night charge. So that's what we're going to do. So we just say here if, and if is a logical test here. So what do we want to measure? We want to measure if this value is bigger, yes, you can see here, bigger than 3. At that very moment, we need to start calculating how much it is. So if you want to know, okay, what do we need to calculate? Well, we need to calculate how many days we then really have. Very simple, we can do a formula. We say this, then this minus 3. And else we can just say 0, because then it doesn't surpass anything at all. So enter. So you can see right now we have 2. So we did that, and we understand that we have 2 days additional, meaning we need to now multiply this amount by the amount whatever is the VLOOKUP matching with. And that's what we're going to do right now. So what we will do is we say, alright, we have this, and then we say plus. Then we say VLOOKUP, open parentheses, and then we say, we get this value here. That's a standard value. And then we're going to select all of these here. Let's use our special command. Am I getting it correctly? Till G6, am I correct? No. Oh, wait, you can see something is going wrong. So I'm going back here. We're going to reselect this array. I'm just going to use it manually, just to make sure that we are not jumping or seeing some weird thing. So you can see here, this takes some time. Let's go down, down, down more. Alright, we're here. And then, if we have this, that's the array, comma, and I have the column index number. So where is the value what we have? If you look at it, the column started here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we say number 7. And then do we want the range lookup or exact match? In this case we want an exact match, so we say 0 for exact match, enter. So now we get a value here. Let's see what this value is. So it says here right now it gets 35, and that's incorrect. It should be 25 or 33. And the reason why, of course, is it makes sense because we have this should be a multiplier. So we have to do this asterisk because it was 2 days. Enter. Then we have 66. So now we have our formula. We can even merge this formula all together. Yes, if you want to make this, let's copy all of this. I'm going to copy this entire formula. You can see this is all multiple formulas. Go in here, then we say plus, and then enter this. Enter. Now we get all of that, and you can see now this multiplied by 2 exactly gives you the right answer. What happens if we have a smaller package? Let's say we only have 3 days, 2 nights. What happens then? So we say this is then 23 January 2017. Enter. No price increase. Is it really correct for this day? Yes, everything is correct. Is there also any other? So you can see this is all correct. No special weekend charge. So everything is correctly. This one works perfectly. So these are the extra night charges. Eventually we're going to make this nice as well. But you can see here now we start to have our things. Let's see if we have 4 days. So if I say not 23 but let's say 22, enter. Now the price has increased because of the surcharges. You can see here the extra weekend charge. That's the only thing, but everything else did not influence at all. Am I correct if I check here how much the price? So we have the special weekend charge here, and yes, this for 4 days. So there was no weekend charge, it's just only this. Very, very simple and straightforward. So this is really how you can do it. And now we have this. Now we can start to really fine-tune everything else. So I'm going to go to the next part, and this will be more and more complicated. As you notice, we're putting a layer and layer on top of each sheet, and that makes Excel really wonderful for. And this is a real good challenge, because what we want eventually is not only this, we want to make sure that we can also figure out our singles, and we should have an option where we can select maybe a different hotel. So you can see here, this is the Silka Hotel, and the other one is the Cruise Hotel, and that's the only thing next what we have to do. So if you like this video, check out the link below. In there you have a course of Excel. You can learn a lot more, and if you have any comments or questions regarding to this part of the video, just post a comment in the comment section.